I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm ready intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on! 180! Check safety! 2 for 1!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, exit. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got one. 97's the mic. Go.
From the 27, Goff. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here goes tonight. 180. Tell. You draw Corker.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He completes it to Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Play action. It's gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ja'Kai Polite able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Off play action. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long for Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Point it right.
Mayfield on play action. And that'll be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
DC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
180. Bandit. Say.
And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Raekwon McMillan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. But it'll be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Alert! Alert!
Mayfield looks to throw. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Baker Mayfield, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Get ready. Good. 180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out, and the Jets will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. He gets this one to Boyd. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He finds an opening past the 40. Over the middle, complete. That's Waters. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. To throw, Mayfield. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A good chance this is four-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Cut. 180. Hey, kill. All right, let's go. Go ground.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jump. 2 for 1. Score now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
76. Louis. Hey, I 7.
Goff. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Maverick. 12.
Here's Goff. He completes it to Boyd. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Go. 120.
On first and 10, Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Throwing again is Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And again this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Carter. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of